Okay, so first off, I'm seeing for low price, we had CPI 8:30 a.m. today. Okay, so right here, looking at the daily chart, we have really raided that weekly old high. So I'm thinking, okay, we can retrace down lower. Okay, but right here, the 15-minute chart, you can see I have the sell sides, but also I draw out that old CB. And back to the 15-minute chart, we have the upper 15-minute CB. We can actually reach for it because it's also more likely for price to reach there. Okay, that was what my analyst in me was saying, because we took out sell sides heavily already. But that time also I was thinking, okay, submit to lower price. Okay, so right here you can see that CB was holding price and we did a stop rate, so I went short. Okay, but you looking at the 1 hour chart here, okay, I wasn't that confident that we are going lower. So that was what my analyst in me was saying. And 76 tick stop loss is also quite big for me actually. Since stop rate has been done on buy sides, I'm really expecting like big move lower. Yep, then I was saying if it displays up, I'll switch gear. That was the initial plan. As you can see, it doesn't really look bearish. Okay, so right here I did wanted to go back long, okay, right on that candle when we are sort of hovering on that CB. Okay, but I didn't. Okay, you see we went back and touched it. I wanted to go long based on that. Okay, so now we are that close to the 15-minute CB low. Do we punch up higher? But you can see 5-minute chart, we have that order block. So I'm thinking the order block was resisting price. That's why I'm saying, okay, we can go in short. Yeah, right. Also, because of that order block, I'm seeing that 15-minute CB to be a breakaway gap. Okay, right here we form a high. So I'm thinking, does this high stay intact? And 5-minute we form that sort of, I like to call it left curve of the high. So I'm ready to short now. Okay, nice displacement down that CB. Why I decided short here? I'm thinking, okay, random short because we might not reach up. Okay, but we have the order block as my stop loss. To be honest, it should have been placed a bit more higher. Okay, I wouldn't say this short was valid. Just now zooming in on the 5-minute chart, the CB, you can see it, we already closed above it. Okay, which is one of the signs that we might be moving higher, which definitely I see it coming. Okay, because definitely just now that short, right, wasn't a good short, I would say. So that just means that it's not as bearish as I think. Okay, so right here I entered the short again. I like that reaction of that order block. Okay, very nice one, which is why I shorted. Okay, now stop loss put down to that intermittent low. And now 1050 macro is coming. I'm seeing it to use and move lower. So you can see sell side is raided. So it should really spike lower now. Okay, and for target, the lowest hanging fruit, definitely I should take profit there. Okay, now I'm watching that CB. Can it continue to stay below the lower half of it? Okay, I want to see expansion lower. That 5-minute CB price was still staying in the upper quart of it. So that's a sign that we are still possible to move higher. Okay, so right here you can see price started going against me, and right here that wicks that I outlined is the last defense line. Okay, but here we just shoot upwards just like that. So actually it's very possible for 50-minute CB low to be raided, to be reached again, and that 5-minute order block, remember that order block. Okay, yeah, then I was like, we quite fed up, you know. Like I kept being wrong and like really fed up. Then decided to get a clearer picture at the 4-hour chart, the 1-hour chart. Yeah, you can see 4-hour BC here, price literally just closed above it. Okay, and 1-hour chart here, you can see so obvious, several sell sides has been already raided, but it failed to raid the lower one. So from the bigger picture, yes, we can move higher, but once again we reach to the 50 minutes CB low, and finally big displacement lower. Okay, so at this point it's really sensitive. We taken out sell sides again. Okay, I shorted the first one, but stop loss too big and the position wasn't nice, so I close it. Okay, at this point I should have take profit right here. Why? Because it reached that rejection block and it offered quite a number of handles already, so it's a very logical place to take profit. So right here, one contract would be off. If I had partial, then I'll let it run. Okay, but right here you can see rejection block starts supporting price, and right now sell sides has been taken, so either it must reject off that order block or else we are just going to be wrong. Okay, so with hindsight this trade right here failed also. Okay, so you can see price started expanding higher. Okay, at this point I remember I was just tired. I was just lying down only and fed up. Okay, like I'm thinking, like, am I forcing my bias on the market and stuff? Wasn't really feeling very good already. Okay. Okay, but at this point I was doubting. That's why you can see it. I'm typing the things. I'm trying to get a overview now. Zooming out and look at the big picture, very good one as well. But right here I decided to give myself last chance trade based on the 5-minute chart. Okay, because it's the time 11 a.m. and okay, so this trade is based on the taking the 50-minute CB as a breakaway, because look at the 5-minute chart, we have the order block which I'm seeing for it to hold price, and target wise is just a short-term low, which is lowest hanging fruit definitely. Okay, and the trade did painted out nicely, did almost reach my stop loss, but then it delivered perfectly.